At dawn, the rice field awakens as a hidden world of life begins to move. What looks peaceful from above is alive with movement below. Every ripple marks another small life in this flooded landscape. Below the roots lies a nursery for fish, shrimp, snails, frogs, and insects. Even a single rice leaf becomes a tiny world of its own. Water striders glide across the surface without ever breaking through. Dragonflies bring color and motion to the still morning air. As the sun rises higher, the hidden ecosystem becomes more active. Small fish travel in tight schools through the shallow channels. Freshwater shrimp explore every root and crevice for food. A single movement can send an entire group flashing into cover. A mother shrimp carries the next generation safely beneath her body. The golden apple snail climbs patiently toward the air above the paddy. Above the water, she leaves a bright cluster of eggs for the next generation. Tiny snails quietly recycle nutrients along the muddy bottom. Every soft leaf can become food in this rich wetland habitat. A rice field crab watches the world from the safety of its burrow. With patient effort, the crab reshapes its underground home. Its mother carries thousands of eggs safely beneath her body. Sideways and steady, the crab navigates the narrow spaces between the plants. Frog eggs drift quietly in the warm, protected shallows. Soon the eggs become a restless school of growing tadpoles. A young frog rests above the water, surrounded by the leaves that sheltered its early life. A single leap carries the frog from water to leaf. At night, the paddies become a chorus of frogs and insects. A checkered keelback water snake threads through the stems with quiet grace. It disappears beneath the leaves, leaving only ripples behind.
Among the smallest swimmers here, the diving beetle moves with remarkable speed. Some creatures survive by becoming almost invisible.
Delicate damselflies turn a single stem into a place of balance and beauty. Before taking to the air, a dragonfly spends part of its life beneath the water. Tiny fish gather near the surface, marking the water with rings of movement.
Moving as one, the school changes direction with perfect timing.
The climbing perch explores the paddy one sheltered corridor at a time. In the filtered sunlight, the gourami glides like a small jewel. From the mud, a swamp eel carefully emerges into the open water. Its long body moves through the paddy with effortless rhythm. The young snakehead grows among the shadows of the rice stems. A male and female snakehead begin a quiet courtship.
They circle gently, preparing for the spawning season.
Pair remain close, moving in slow and synchronized patterns. In a graceful embrace, the two fish align their bodies for spawning. Now the female lowers her body as spawning begins. The female releases her eggs gently from beneath her body. At the same moment, the male releases sperm beneath his body over the eggs.
Egg and sperm meet in the water, completing external fertilization.
After spawning, the pair remain close to the site. The fertilized eggs settle among the roots, protected from stronger currents. For a time, the parents stay nearby as the eggs begin to develop. Inside each egg, a tiny life begins to take shape. Soon the eggs hatch, and a cloud of fry appears near the surface. Now the mother stays close as the tiny fry begin their first journey. She guides the school through the flooded rice plants. Her young remain close, following every change in direction. With small movements, she keeps the family together.
The fry move like one living shadow across the paddy.
Around them, other animals continue their lives in peaceful coexistence.
The nursery is part of a larger community shared by many species. She surfaces briefly for air, then returns to the waiting school. When the rain begins, the young fish naturally tighten their formation.
Even in changing weather, the family remains together.
Rain renews the field and changes the rhythm of life below. Below the surface, every raindrop changes the light, sound, and current. When the rain passes, the paddies shine brighter than before. Fresh rain turns the snail's eggs into tiny, shining beads. As the water rises, the crab checks the safety of its home. The roots provide shelter when the current grows stronger. As evening arrives, the frog rests in the warm golden light. Between two leaves, a spider builds a delicate bridge of silk. From leaf to mud, every level of the field supports life. The sky above becomes part of the shimmering underwater world. The climbing perch uses the roots as both shelter and pathway. Different creatures cross paths here every day without disturbing the balance. The crab and snail share the same narrow corridor in complete calm. In one small pool, many stages of life exist side by side.
Even close encounters in the rice field can pass quietly.
At this scale, each fry is delicate, yet the group moves with confidence. The young fish gather tightly while their mother remains nearby. Mother and fry move through a glowing green corridor beneath the leaves. At sunset, the whole field glows with life from surface to mud.
Under moonlight, even a single snail becomes part of a luminous landscape.
The night field glitters above and below with soft light and movement. By night, the crab becomes a quiet traveler across the shining mud.
The darkness brings its own orchestra to the flooded fields. With the return of dawn, the cycle begins again.
The rice field is a layered world, alive above the water and below it.
Every small movement helps recycle and renew the paddy.
In the shelter of the roots, the tadpole continues its slow transformation. Different species share the same path, each moving in its own rhythm.
Spinning beetles turn the open water into living geometry.
Every touch on the surface leaves a pattern of light and motion. As the rice matures, more creatures gather around its leaves and seeds. Above and below, stillness is part of the rhythm of this ecosystem. As the plants grow, they support an entire hidden community beneath them.
Even as the young grow bolder, the family remains connected.
At close range, the shrimp reveals astonishing detail in every limb and segment. Around a single root cluster, an entire city of wetland life is at work. Across the endless paddies, this hidden world continues its timeless rhythm of growth, care, and life.